Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this live section. So guys, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, like and also share this video. So guys, Nigeria has challenged Canada, guys, saying that they should withdraw, they should withdraw the ruling. You guys know there was a certain time that a court, yes, it happened day before yesterday, a Canadian court, actually tagged APC, the two most active political party or biggest political party in Nigeria. They tagged the two as a terrorist organization. So now Nigerian government has reacted, asking Canadian courts to withdraw rulings designating APC and PDP as terrorist organization. Now, guys, stay tuned. I have a lot to expose to you guys. I have a lot to talk about. So, guys, the truth is actually finally out. Yes, because I was not even shocked when this Canadian court actually ruled, because we have seen the atrocities that APC and PDP are committing. Many people have come out to confess. In fact, they have come out to expose some certain things which Nigeria overlooked. Nigerians overlooked it. Now, a Canadian court has exposed, confirmed this, because we have been shouting this thing for a long time now. So a Canadian court has come to confirm it, saying that these two political parties are actually, a terrorist organization. So now the truth is finally catching up with Nigerians, so-called big men and their political parties. Yes, the truth is catching up with them for the first time in history. A foreign court, a federal court of Canada, has openly declared what ordinary Nigerians have been shouting for decades, that the PDP and APC are nothing but criminals, criminal cartels, terrorist organization hiding under the banner of democracy. This is what they said. They said that the APC and PDP are nothing but criminal cartels, terrorist organization, hiding under the banner of democracy. And now the Nigerian government is now panicking, begging Canada to withdraw the ruling. But the question is, why is the government afraid of if their hand is clean? Why is Nigerian government, why are they kind of afraid if their hands are actually clean? Why are they panicking if their hands are actually clean? The Federal Court of Canada upheld the ruling that both PDP and APC are terrorist organization under paragraph 34. They even cited some, certain place in the constitution. They cited section 34, chapter 1F of Canada's Immigration and Refugee Protection Act. They said, members in PDP and APC is enough to make someone inadmissible to Canada, because this party have engaged in violence, ballot rigging, and even murder to maintain power. So, guys, exactly what this Canada court said, their ruling is exactly what is going on in Nigeria. Rigging. When you come to APC and PDP, that's the headquarters of rigging, the masters of rigging. Violence, election, you will start seeing election violence, chaos everywhere, and even murder to maintain power. You start seeing assassination and all of that. We have seen a lot of atrocities. There's no election that is free and fair under this political party. There's always chaos. So exactly what this Canadian court is saying, exactly what they're ruling is or exactly what they ruled on. That is what, the judgment they deliver. That is what we are seeing today, guys. That is what we are seeing today. This is a shameful thing for Nigerian government. Imagine. Now they are coming out to say that, Canada should withdraw the ruling, designating that APC and PDP is a terrorist organization. Exactly what Canadian court said. It is what is happening in Nigeria. You can't tell me otherwise. Nigerians have seen it. So exactly what they are saying is what is happening. They said membership in a PDP and APC is enough to make someone admissible to Canada, because this party have engaged in violence, ballot rigging, and even murder to maintain power. So now I think now the Canada, exactly, Canada is going to, like, come and start restricting or denying anybody or any member of APC and PDP. They will start denying them visa. Yes, if you're an A, if you're a member of APC or PDP, once you apply for visa, they might deny you because of this thing they have ruled on. Now, this is not just an allegation pulled out from thin air. It is based on documented patterns of political terrorism in Nigeria. Now, one thing I want to tell you is that Canada will not just come and So, guys, Canada will not just come out, and give something as controversial as this, because I know they have made their research. They said everything they said is documented. They said everything they said is documented. So, guys, sorry for that little network problem. So, guys, sorry for that little network problem. So, guys, as I was saying, a Nigerian government has, asked Canadian courts to withdraw ruling designating APC and PDP as terrorist organization. So now let's move on, guys. A lot has happened. I'm going to tell you so many things, concerning this headline. So, like I was saying, Canada will not just come out. A federal court, for that matter, in Canada cannot just come out and publish anything like that. They cannot just come out and publish something as controversial as this, because APC and PDP is the most active political party in Nigeria. So they will not come. They said everything they said is documented and they have evidence, guys, showing that APC and PDP is a terrorist organization. For a long time now, Nigerian government has always called IPOB and a terrorist organization without proof. But then a Canadian court is saying, a federal court in Canada is saying that we have proof that APC and PDP is a terrorist organization. They have proof. That is why they came out publicly, guys, to publish this kind of news. They said, they said APC and PDP is enough to make someone inadmissible to Canada because these parties have engaged in violence, ballot rigging, and even murder to maintain power. This is not an allegation pulled from thin air. It is based on documented patterns of political terrorism in Nigeria. Now, let's come down to because they said number one thing that APC and PDP, the atrocities that have committed is political killings, guys. From PDP era of 1999 to 2015, assassination was rampant. This is what the federal court in Canada said about the APC and PDP, the political parties in Nigeria. They said in PDP, from PDP era, the assassination was rampant, or we are rampant. They mentioned many people and others who were murdered in politically motivated killings, guys. I don't want to come and start mentioning their names. They even said APC is no different. Guys, this is what a federal court in Canada said about, Nigeria's most active political party, guys. Imagine people that are actually, leading us in this country. The ruling party, imagine what they are doing, according to what Canadian court said. They said APC, they said from PDP era, that these people, that assassination was much. They mentioned people that died due to, politically motivated killings. And other, they said APC is no different as well. Political talks. You guys know what happened in the 2023 election. You guys saw it for yourself. Talks were caught, they were buying people because of election. Political talks, unknown gunmen, and sponsored violence have become weapons during election. During election time, you will see violence just because of power. Guys, another thing that this Canadian federal court said is, they said election rigging and voter intimidation. This thing happened in the 2023 election, true or false? Now, both parties perfected ballots. Now, why I said this thing happened in the 2023 election is because, guys, in the 2023 election, in a polling unit, the number of votes were much than the people that voted. So, what will you say about that? So, this is why I said that in the 2023 election, there was election rigging and voters intimidation. Both parties perfected ballot snatching. Both PDP and APC, there was ballot snatching. You will see in the election ground, thugs will come in and snatch the ballot box and get away with it. Guys, in the presence of policemen, soldiers, military. Another thing we saw is vote buying. During the election, people were, giving different things, giving money, giving bag of rice, giving different things, different food stuff, just to secure votes for them, guys. During that time, they also arrested some people that were involved in vote buying, guys. And another thing is falsification of results. It happened, guys. Like I said, people that voted in a polling unit, like the number of people were complaining that how can the votes be more than the people that voted. So there was excess votes more than the voters, guys. So you can see falsification of results from INEC office, burnt, ballot box hijacked to soldiers intimidation voters, all happened under APC and PDP rule. This is what a federal court in Canada said about APC and PDP. Now, they say the use of thug and militia, guys. PDP-sponsored cult group and militia like the Bakassi boys and the armed gangs in the Niger Delta. APC empowered thugs in Lagos and the Southeast. Political violence, Shodi. Another sports, guys. Another thing we need to talk about, they talked about is what? Looting and economic terrorism. Guys, is it not happening today? Somebody said they are terrorists. Yes, you can see. If people are confirming that these people are actually terrorists from PDP to APC. So you can see what you have seen under them is nothing but suffering. Guys, insecurity at maximum. Insecurity at maximum. Suffering and hunger. They loot money. Look at people like Yaya Bello. Look at how much that was. If I tell you, if you even a politician will loot billions of naira, millions of naira. Can you imagine? And after they will grant them bail, guys. After looting money, they will promote them. PDP looted billions of dollars from oil revenue. True or false? No, I want you guys to actually, say whether what these people are saying is true or false. What this Canadian court is saying. Is it true or false? Because they said that, PDP looted billions. Now, this was said they are killing in Imo State. Don't worry, I'm going to show you a video where Amnesty Nigeria said that, they are killing in Imo State. Now, what this person said, I'm going to just calm down. I have a lot of video to explain. Amnesty Nigeria said that military men are the ones spying people in the Southeast. This is, when I saw that news, I was shocked. Imagine Amnesty International. Amnesty International, that is a group outside the country. They have also made their findings. They said that they interviewed 100 persons face to face. I mean, victims of the people, or let me say, the relations of the victim of the people that military personnel spy. Guys, I'm going to show you a video. Just calm down and hear what this man said for you. He said he has the names and the addresses of the people that, these military men killed. That very soon they will start releasing it, saying that military men are the ones killing in Imo State, Enugu, and different parts in the Southeast. Calm down. So now, according to what this federal court in Canada said, they said that PDP looted billions of dollars from oil revenue. They looted money, even from Jonathan's administration. They looted a lot of money. Even in this, this subsidy removal is a scam. Guys, believe me when I tell you that this subsidy removal in Nigeria is a scam. Because we are in 2 years, right? We are in 2 years after the subsidy removal. What has happened? Things became so high. They said subsidy removal that at the beginning it will not be easy, things will be expensive, and Nigerians agreed. And they were enduring. This is 2 years. Nothing has happened. They remove subsidy in every, in electricity, in petrol, thinking that things will come down, but things has become worse. It is even better they did not even remove it, because they said they want to remove it for things to get better. Has the thing gotten better, guys? And Nigeria is not suffering the more. Things goes up every time in the market and it never comes down. So you can see now APC under Buhari and Tinubu, that's the worst. APC under Buhari and Tinubu has not only continued but worsened corruption. This is what a federal court in Canada is saying. You can see that actually the world is actually seeing what is going on in Nigeria. The world is seeing. You might feel that they're not seeing it. They are seeing it. Masin Nnamdi Kanu is right all along. Like, this man has been saying, let me show you what this person said. This man has been saying this thing for a long time. Saying that the foundation, Nigeria's foundation, is built with lies and corruption. That is why he came, because he was, exposing their lies. They went after him. Not that he's a criminal. So now the Nigerian government called IPOB a criminal organization and called Kanu a terrorist. Guys, who is now the terrorist? Because up till now, no court in Nigeria and outside Nigeria has said Kanu is a terrorist, because nobody has proven him guilty. This is almost 5 years in detention. So now, a federal court in Canada has come out to say that the two active political parties in Nigeria are all terrorists. In fact, they said they are terrorist organization, cartel of criminals. Cartel of criminals. This is what they said. So now, who is now the terrorist? See, one thing you need to know about this Nigerian government is that for them to go ahead to Kenya to adopt Kanu, they are the terrorists, not even Kanu. You can see. So a federal court in Canada said under Buhari, guys, these people are watching. They said under APC, Buhari and Tinubu has not only continued but worsened corruption. They did not only continue corruption, but they worsened it. Guys, can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is to tell you that they know what is going on here in Nigeria. Billions missing. Billions missing from NNPC. Do you know how many times Tinubu has borrowed this, since he became president? I don't think you know how many times he has borrowed. Oh my God. But what has changed? What has changed? Subsidy fraud rebranded. Guys, this is what they are saying. This is what a court in Canada is saying. A federal court in Canada is saying. They said subsidy fraud rebranded. As if I knew when I tell you that this subsidy removal is a scam. And citizens are pushed into poverty. How can poverty be crippling citizens, and you still want to come and increase tax? Now, let me tell you, by 2026, by Tinubu's government said by fact, this law will start, they'll make this law effective in January 15th. Like, they will increase tax again. January 2026, guys. A country that is striving to eat once a day. Hey God, there is problem in this country. A country that is striving to eat once a day, they keep on increasing VAT and nothing changes. The only thing that changes is that we see, the situation worsens. The situation, that is the only thing we see in this increased VAT. In a country where they increase VAT, citizens are supposed to, see the results, positive results. But in Nigeria, guys, do you know I was shocked when Tinubu's government said by 2026 they'll increase VAT the more again? The ones they increase, what has changed? It's just like they want to deliberately buy Nigerians. They want to deliberately, purposely cripple Nigerians. Nigerians are suffering. They are striving to eat once a day at least. Some don't even eat at all. Small children out of school, toddlers, they're not in school. But these politicians will send their children outside abroad to school. Common headache, guys. They'll send their children to abroad in the hospital. Imagine. Can you call Nigeria the giant of Africa? Can you imagine what is going on? In these two political parties, in the two of them, imagine that these foreign bandits or foreign whatever, these foreign terrorists, they'll be buying people and they have nothing to say about it. They cannot come out and say, these Fulani terrorists, stop it's not about coming out to say stop the killings, because anytime this thing happens, They will come out and say, Tinubu. Okay, the last one that happened in Water, that's the only one I've seen Tinubu come out to talk about. Other ones that have been happening after the Water, even before the Water attack in Benue, guys, that applied 200 individuals, both toddlers, both pregnant women. Tinubu came out and came and posted something on his Twitter, guys. And later he went to what's it called? He went to the scene, camouflage. Both what's it called? Military personnel, police, IGP went there to say. IGP said that these killings is going to stop in his administration. But what has happened, guys? Another attack was launched again in that same Water, and they bite people. So what is the need of these people in this country? What is the need? What of what use do we even need? They say president. What use, please? It is the duty of the president to protect lives and property. If the president cannot do this thing, so why are you now there? Why are you now there? Canadian court has seen what is going on. There are atrocities happening in Nigeria, and they have made their findings saying, you see, these two political parties are the problem we have in Nigeria. See, one thing I want to tell you is that this Canadian court cannot come out and publish this kind of thing, something as controversial as this. Let me now tell you that APC and PDP is the most active and biggest political party in Nigeria, in this country, in the giant of Africa, guys. They cannot come out and give this kind of controversial statements without finding credible evidence of what they are saying. They said they have all the documents. They said it is documented. Imagine Nigerian government coming out to tell Canadian courts to withdraw the rulings designating APC and PDP as terrorist organization. I don't even want to go over to what these bandits are doing. Now, let me tell you that these Fulani men, these terrorists, they said, the confession is there. You can go and see it for yourself. Go to the internet and see what is going on. They said that these guns, they're just cattle rearers. That this gun, this AK-47 they are giving to them, this AK-47, that's, they don't have money to purchase them. That is being given to them. So who is giving them these guns? I want to know. Who is giving them these guns? Guys, if you have anything to say, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. So then, this court in Canada also said that under PDP, Boko Haram rose and flourished during the negligence and sabotage, the sabotage within the government. Now, Boko Haram started in PDP, right? And in APC became in fact, they normalized it. Boko Haram now became a safe haven under PDP. And see, Nigeria is a safe haven for terrorists. How can they catch bandits and they rehabilitate them and put them back in the society, reward them? How? Only in this country. They won't even prosecute them. At least prosecute them. Let them face consequences of their action. Let them, if it's a boy that defrauded, committed fraud of $1 now, they will sentence the person to 6 years imprisonment. But look at this these terrorists that have been buying millions of people. They will not even prosecute them. They will not even near sell. Is this how it's supposed to be in Nigeria? How can you just catch someone and then claim the person is repented? People that have been doing this in all their life, they have been buying people, millions of people. You just catch them and you believe that they are repented. You prosecute them. Let them face the consequences. Then if you now feel okay, they have repented, then you now do the needful. They have seen that these people are terrorists. They have seen. Okay, if they are not terrorists, why is it that during election time you will see ballot snatch, you will see rigging, you will see violence in the country? Why? Under PDP, Boko Haram rose. Under APC, banditry, herdsmen attack, and terrorism expanded. This is not what is happening today. Guys, under APC, we started hearing about ISWAP, another terrorism group establishing under APC, and the government is relaxed. So I'm asking myself, do you know the question I used to ask myself? The question I used to ask myself is, these people that are attacking people, you will hear the herdsmen, Fulani terrorists, they went to Benue, they went to Plateau to attack people. Are these people ghosts? So why is it that these military personnel, these DSS cannot go after them? Because it's only when they are ghosts that will say, okay, you can't catch them. Are they ghosts? Every year, this country, they roll out billions of naira for security purposes. Where is the money? Where is the money that even up to now, military personnel are saying that they don't have guns, weapons to fight? That is why once they call some to come and engage these terrorists, they don't even come at all, saying they don't have weapons. So where is it? No intelligence gathering from any of these military men. It's now foreigners that are helping Nigerians to gather information. Even when the information is given to them that these bandits are mobilizing, nothing is done. Nothing is done. Can you imagine what is going on in this country? Under APC, banditry, herdsmen attack, and terrorism expanded. Today, kidnappers operate freely, while government officials negotiate ransom. These people that are buying people in this country, they are all human beings, and their camps are scattered all over Nigeria. So why have military men not caught them? Jonathan, the chief of defense staff, said that Tuji Bello, the most wanted bandit in Nigeria, is now operating underground. What stopped them from operating? What you see, and DSS is already in fact, DSS is just interested in Mazen and the Kano. That's just it. I've not seen where they said, okay, these Fulani men attacked Benue State, and then the next day we'll hear of arrest. No arrest at all. No arrest. APC, they finalized the work of PDP. They finalized it, made it worse. Canada did not just just come and say it like that. Guys, the court reviewed documented evidence. Let me now tell you, the courts, they released documented evidence, international reports, Amnesty International findings. Now, I'll still show you a video in this live session where Amnesty International talked about, in fact, exposed people that are buying people in this, in fact, people that are buying people in the Southeast. Stay with me. I have a video to show you guys to see for yourself what is going on here in Nigeria. See, there are some things that are going on that you don't know. Even me, myself, I don't even know. There are some things. I just thank God that these people are coming out to, uncover these things. Now, even testimonies from Nigerians themselves. They have, this court has documented evidences from international reports, evidence from Amnesty International findings, evidence from Human Rights Watch reports, and testimonies from Nigerians themselves. Canada saw both parties thrive on bloodshed and corruption, guys. When a PDP member, Douglas, sought asylum in Canada, the court said, if you belong to PDP, you already belong to an organization that uses terror as a political tool. This ruling exposes what Nigerians already know, but are too afraid to say loud. Now, you already know that these two groups are into this thing. You already know it, but they are too scared to say it. APC and PDP are two sides of the same evil coin. What they do is they will defect. You hear that this one have defected from PDP to APC, from APC to, they are doing the same work. Now take a look at what Amnesty International said about people that are buying people in the Southeast. They expose people that are involved in this, this unliking of human beings. Take a look.
Welcome back, and again, thank you for staying with us. And we're talking about security now. Amnesty International, of course, has released a report documenting the nature and pattern of killings in southeast Nigeria. And the report is titled, A Decade of Impunity, Attacks and Unlawful Killings in Southeast Nigeria. Let's dive deep into this report now. And the country director for Amnesty International Nigeria joins us, Mr. Issa Sanusi. He's with us from our Abuja studios. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Sanusi, on the program.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Okay, so looking at the report now, in the portion titled The Summary of Findings, your organization says between January 2021 and June 2023, over 1,844 people were killed in the southeast region, while there were cases of abductions, mob violence, and electoral violence. As at the time of writing this report, the killings continued. And you go on to say that it's a hybrid of criminal and political violence. So I'd like you to unbundle this for us. Out of the 1,844 persons that were killed, separating the wheat from the chaff, which can you attribute to be, what number can you attribute to be criminal, and then the others political?
Well, majority of the killings were carried out by the non-state actors, and we also have recorded many cases of extrajudicial execution and other serious human rights violations by the state actors. So what we have, as you mentioned, is a hybrid of political violence, criminality, and all sorts of things. Like when we did our investigation, we realized that there are at least 17 forests in Anambra State where gunmen operate from. And in Imo State, there are at least 15 of those kind of forests from which gunmen operate. And this government have made life very, very difficult and horrible for the people of this region. In some places, we found out that even families, when you want to have burials, you have to pay them between 500,000 to 300,000. And many people who could not dare do that have to bury their dear ones somewhere else. So life has become very horrible, and this crisis has been going on since at least 2016. And the reason why we did this research is to bring attention to these horrific human rights violations and the need for all those involved, both state and non-state actors. We are telling them to stop, and they have to cease these violations, and peace has to be restored, and all those who have been found to have violated human rights, they must be brought to justice, and families of those who are affected deserve reparation, adequate compensation, and all kind of support for them to recover their lives.
So I'm looking at part of the reports of Amnesty International, one of the summaries, which I would like you to provide insight. So he said, the multifaceted nature of the actors in the Southeast violence makes it easy for states and non-state actors to reduce the actors to a singular narrative, an IPOB ESN secessionist group. What do you make of that?
Well, what we are saying is that there is a popular, very wrong narrative around that whenever you heard about attacks or killings or arson in Southeast, it has been completely reduced and narrowed to a very wrong, not entirely, but very narrow narrative of saying that IPOB ESN. But the issue is beyond that. We believe that focus, or that wrong focus, and narrowing down everything to ESN and IPOB has completely deprived the authorities of the opportunity to holistically look at the problem and solve it. Beyond the issue of IPOB and ESN, there are so many other issues. Drugs, there are issues of cult groups, there are issues of political violence, all this, and criminality, whereby because gunmen believe that whenever they strike, the blame is shifted to IPOB, therefore they continue to do their activities. And we believe that has made it very difficult for the government to address the problem, and it has narrowed down the problem to the wrong focus. That is why we say this crisis is hybrid. It has so many faces, it has so many dimensions, and all dimensions have to be looked at and thoroughly examined so that people will live in peace. Many people don't go to the Southeast anymore to bury their dear ones. Many people don't go at Christmas. Many people don't go on holidays to visit their families. They have to move their families somewhere safer, either Lagos or Abuja, and then they meet their families. And this is unfortunate, and it is affecting people's right and dignity of life itself. And that is why we said that the problem has to be examined. The narrative has to move realistically beyond narrowing it down to IPOB and ESL.
And your report indicts the police, the military, and Abuja in the southeast of much of these killings, to which the defense headquarters has been responding. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Kangi, particularly responded. We would like you to listen to the soundbite, and we'll come back for your reaction.
Like I always tell you, everybody with phone in his hand, mobile phone, Android phone, is a potential source of information to the whole world, not even to us here. As you are sitting down now, you can say information to any part of the world that you want, and you say what you want. Nobody will tell you for that. You have, because there is freedom of whatever you want to do. But we can tell you that the military is not engaged in any extrajudicial killing in the southeast. You will all agree with me that the effort of our troops in the recent 2 months have significantly improved the security situation in our country, as most of the reports we have been hearing and operation being conducted has reduced because the effort of those criminals have seriously been degraded.
And there you have it, the response from the defense headquarters. And in fact, if you listened, if we were able to take it further, you'd have heard him say that Amnesty International position is consistent with your long-standing posture towards the Nigerian military. How do you respond?
Well, I think what the defense spokesperson said is completely wrong, and I believe he hasn't, or they haven't read our report. In the report, we also mentioned cases where military men were executed, their bases attacked, or their barracks attacked. We also mentioned the fact that because of consistent attack on security agencies, which are unlawful as well, they could not be able to do their duties effectively. And we also mentioned cases where soldiers were executed by gunmen. And therefore, it is not about consistency, about condemning the military. What we are doing is doing the honest thing and saying that we have cases. While doing this investigation, we interviewed 100 people. And out of that 100, 95 of them, we interviewed them face-to-face in the southeast region. So we have our evidence, and we believe that the military should take time to read this report and look at cases. In fact, before we even release the report, we also send them letters telling them that we have these allegations. If you have any detail that can help us to understand what is going on or how your operations affect human rights, we will be glad to have them.
So guys, you see this Nigerian government, this current administration under APC and PDP, this administration, it is actually clear that these people are actually terrorists. Now, take that video you just watched. In case you don't understand, let me just briefly explain. Now, this man, okay, he's among the group in Amnesty International, and then he said that he has a report. In fact, he had this allegation, or he interviewed 100 persons face to face in the southeast, and they were complaining that military men by their relative or their brother or their sisters. And then this Amnesty International sent a report to Nigerian military, Nigerian military, to come and for them to come and say their own side, to come and explain what these people are saying. Guys, guess what? Nigerian military were silent. They did not respond. They didn't respond. What does silence mean? Silence means that you're complicit. According to this Amnesty International group, they say that they have the names of people that this military personnel by killed. Guys, they say they have the names of people that these military men attacked. So you can see what is going on in Nigeria. You can see what is going on under APC and under PDP. Which Canadian, this Canadian court has also come out to say as well that these two political parties, these are the problem we have in Nigeria. Guys, imagine if we don't have these two political parties. Just, imagine if you don't have this, and it's under this political party APC, guys, that they kidnapped Kanu. is under this political party. Now, let me just tell you, let me just go through your comments here under the comment section. If you have anything to say, drop it under the comment section. Let's talk about it. Now, the person said that they are terrorists. Yes, it's actually very clear because every Nigerian is actually concurring to this, that all these people are terrorists. And this person said that they are killing in Imo State as well. So this one said Kano is right all the way. So now, are you seeing that what Kano said is actually right? Are you seeing that what this man has been saying for long? You know, when he was saying this thing, people were laughing at him that this man is making noise. Are you seeing that what he has been saying is true? Are you seeing how God is vindicating Mazin and the Kano Yendu? His mission is not violence. His mission is not violence. Look at Kano, what Kano has been saying about APC and PDP. Is it not happening today? He's right. It's actually right. I will continue that video. Stay with me, guys. Hang around because I will continue that video to hear for yourself how this one exposed a lot of things going on in Nigeria today. So, this person said, Master said, he said, when party in power, I actually like what this person said. He said, when party in power, which is APC, the ruling power, is not doing anything to fight back or to push back or even call out these Fulani headsmen. Fulani bandits is what? Suspicious. Guys, I've not seen, despite, they claim, do you know these people claim that it's not Fulani headsmen that is attacking different region in the southeast and even in Plateau in Benue State. Now, a man that lost 20 of his family members in the Elewata attack in Benue State said that he heard them clearly speaking Fulani, that he narrowly escaped the attack. He said these people are Fulani men. Do you know up to date? Do you know what the Nigerian government, APC and PDP call it? They call it farmer header clash. Can you imagine? Deceiving international body outside the country that is farmer header clash. It's actually very bad they live with this kind of narrative. And then Tinubu will tell you to prevent farmer header clash, let him start building, what's that thing he said, ranch for cattle. Ranch for cattle. Another way of settling Fulani. He even said he wants to build ranch for cattle in Abuja. Another way of settling Fulani in Abuja. I don't want to go back to that side. So you can see that APC, even when this thing happened in Benue State, do you know what the president came out to say? He said that the governor should learn how to negotiate. Negotiate with who? With bandits. So you cannot call out them. You cannot call their name. Fulani headsmen should stop this nonsense in Nigeria. Rather, they will label it on farmer header clash or they will label it on IPOP. When the party is, when party, which is APC, when party in power, which is APC, is not doing anything to fight back, they will only come out and talk. After they talk, they'll go inside and continue to sleep. Nothing changes. When party in power is not doing anything to fight back or push back, even call out these Fulani headsmen. Fulani bandits is actually suspicious. Now, I'm actually going to the comments here under the comment section. If you have anything to say, drop it under the comment section. So now, somebody said Nigeria is an evil kingdom. You don't even need anyone to tell you that. Because the kind of blood being poured out in this, like the kind of blood they shed in this country, you start asking yourself if they use this blood to make money. You start asking because it is now too much. A country that is not they are not fighting. A country that is not at war. Look at people that buy. Somebody said, no one can rule Nigeria successfully. Divide Nigeria is the only solution. Guys, I actually accept or I actually concur with what this person is saying. Divide Nigeria is the only solution. Because right now, if you even check, everybody wants to be on their own. Hausa don't come out. Hausa has come out to say they want to be on their own. Yoruba is saying I want to be on my own. Ijo wants to be on even the South are now saying that you should not call them South or they are Southeast. They are part of the Igbos. They want to now be, this is what we are seeing now. Division is the only solution. No? Let's know where this problem is coming from. Let's know where all this problem is coming from. Let me know what you think. Is division the solution? Do you actually concur with what this person is saying, that division is the solution in Nigeria? Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu first. Even outside people are saying that, that keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there is only going to cause more problem. The first thing is that you should free him. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu first, then we can decide. That is just it. So you can see. Now, what we are hearing now, after this Canadian court came out and exposed these two political parties, what we are hearing now is that the Nigerian government is now, crying for interference in internal affairs. But let us ask, if the interference when PDP and APC politicians launder stolen billions abroad, is the interference when Nigeria leaders send their children to Canadian schools while ordinary Nigerians cannot afford bread? Canada has simply done what Nigeria's judiciary has failed to do. Our judiciary now, this APC and PDP has bought it. Like, they have bought it, guys. Believe me when I tell you that they have bought it, to the extent that they go ahead to build houses for judges. I don't understand. You have not built house for displaced people because you failed to do your job as the president in this country to protect lives and properties. People were displaced. People will be turned orphans. People left their homes. They are not living in IDP camp in Edo State. You have not built house for them. You're now building houses for judges. Does it even make sense at all? Judges that they pay. Is that not a form? It's not a tactics. Is that not how you guys are buying them? You give them motor, give them vehicles. You can see what's going on in this Nigeria. Canada has simply done what Nigerian judiciary has failed to do. Hold APC and PDP accountable for crimes against humanity. That is what Canada is saying. And as it stands, in fact, as we are even, I'm thinking that they will start, setting visa ban for members of PDP and APC. Now, this is the continuation of the video you just watched, guys. This one exposed things going on that you don't know. Now, take a look.
And we didn't hear from them. Therefore, I don't think that there is any weight or any credibility to the claim that we are consistently against the military. We have nothing against the military, and we always believe that they are doing a constitutional responsibility. But that does not deflect the fact that they have to comply with human rights, and we will not shy away from pointing out whenever human rights are violated, because security is for people to live with dignity. And if it ends up becoming a means through which people are deprived of their personal liberty, we have to say it, and we have to say it bluntly without fear.
We may not, it's not difficult to understand when criminals carry out criminal acts, but let's talk about this part of extrajudicial killing in terms of an explainer here. Well, the DHQ was just given his position. I don't think they put out as many facts as possible, but they dismissed the allegations in clear terms. So when you say there's extrajudicial killing, give us maybe an instance. For example, is it the fact that they catch a criminal and they kill the criminal and without a due process, or innocent people are caught in the crossfire? What exactly is the nature of this extrajudicial killing?
Well, the extrajudicial killings that we have recorded included raids. For example, in places where members of IPOB or ESN are suspected to be located. In the process of those moves to either arrest or carry out security searches, that is where this kind of extrajudicial executions happen. And there are cases where people are picked up from their homes and they are never heard of forever. We have, in the report, we documented cases of at least 4 people who were picked up by security men and nothing has been heard about them as far back as 2021. And let me take you back to 2016. Our work on the situation in Southeast does not start with this report. In 2016, we released a report documenting atrocities committed by the security agencies. And we continue to document these incidents, and if the military and the police and any other agency is interested, we are glad to give them details of families, of people with names and addresses and date of birth who have been extrajudicially executed, not only by the police, not only by the military, but also the Abuja, which is a paramilitary outfit set up by some governors to address incessant security crisis in the region. And they ended up becoming a means, as we know, vigilante all over Nigeria do this because they don't care about human rights and they can easily be manipulated to go after enemies of politicians or something like that. So we have our evidence and we are very glad, we are very happy to present those evidences, and we are always in touch with families of victims. And we believe that there is need to do a soul search about these things. Let us come and sit down, look at those cases and find out who did what and when, and let us make sure that the full weight of law come in to ensure justice for the victims.
I want to read another line in the report. You said there have been cases of military reprisal attacks in several communities in the southeast in relation to the activities of IPOB, ESN, and gunmen, leading to human rights abuses. Perhaps is where the military is responding from. But let's talk about a place in Imo State where we understand there's a place called, I think, Tiger Base. I have personally gotten reports of people saying that place is hell on earth. Literally, like, if you get there, coming out of that place is going to be by the grace of the Almighty God. I think it's called Tiger Base. The first time I heard about it was before the election. I think the Labour Party governorship candidate in that election was the one talking about that particular spot, Tiger Base. So what have you heard about Tiger Base and the alleged atrocities being committed by security agencies at Tiger Base?
Well, Tiger Base is a very horrific and horrendous place where people go in and either come back with a lot of life-threatening injuries. Some end up executed, some end up with wounds that stay with them for the rest of their lives. Let me also say that Tiger Base, the cases we receive about Tiger Base, the complaints of the horrific human rights violations taking place at Tiger Base, had to compel us to do a new report, a stand-alone report, which we are going to release about Tiger Base. And that is all I will say about that place. But we know about it, and that is why we have even carried out an extensive research on the atrocities taking place in that place. It is just similar to the SARS base in Okuzu, also in Anambra State, where so many young people were executed, so many young people went in and they didn't come out and their families never heard about them. And that is what Tiger Base is gradually becoming. People go in and hardly come out. When they come out either disabled because of torture or other horrific, inhuman treatment. And we believe that the authorities have to investigate that Tiger Base. But as I have said, Amnesty International had already carried out an extensive research. And when it's due, we are going to release a stand-alone report on the atrocities happening in that place.
Is it the same with Anambra as highlighted in your report? And I'm going to read from it. It says, in several towns in Anambra, including in Obosi, Awka, Onitsha, Ogidi, and Umoji, cult groups operate unchecked amid a thriving drug business, with hundreds killed in cultism-related clashes. What can you tell us about your engagements with the police and media investigations about the atrocities being committed here, and why is there a helplessness in tackling this?
Well, if you read some parts of the report, you see that we have mentioned the fact that places like Obosi and other related places where there are huge killings as a result of cult activities, we have made it very clear. The reason why these things have been going on in those areas and other parts of the south is because almost many, or all the police stations in those areas have been either burned down, the policemen killed, or something like that. So without the police and with their barracks, with their police stations constantly being attacked and their men being killed, that is why those places became what can best be described as wild west, where anything just happened without any deterrence. And that is why these things continue. And that is why we even said that these attacks on security agencies are gross human rights violations and crimes that must stop. And that is why we continue to point out that if these things continue, there will be chaos and the effect is better imagined.
All right, so in winding down, in wrapping up this conversation, Amnesty has always been the conscience trying to check excesses in terms of human rights, and we cannot wait for that report on Tiger Base. And when it comes out, we invite you, also invite the government, because there's this back and forth.
So guys, you heard what they talked about Tiger Base. Now, if you actually reside in Imo State, you will know what I'm talking about by Tiger Base. There's this place they call Tiger Base. Now, once you go into there, when military personnel, when all these security agencies take you in there, you don't come out the same. You come out either or you'll be executed, or then you, which is not supposed to be so, taking laws into your hand. That's the extrajudicial killing they're talking about that military men are doing in the southeast, which Amnesty Nigeria has come out, Amnesty International has come out to say. And then this Canada court says they have evidences with Amnesty International. So you can see. So now they say that this they have evidences with Amnesty International. There's this place they called Tiger Base in Imo State. Even the SARS base it talked about the same thing there. They, you go out there, at times you come out injured, you come out with life-threatening, sickness due to how they tortured you and everything. See, it is clear that Nigerian government has actually violated international law. Yes, but then nothing has been done. See, Canada is calling, Canada calling these two political parties terrorists, is not an insult. Because now they are coming out, the Nigerian government is coming out to challenge Canada to come and withdraw or retract that statement, designating them as, as designating APC and PDP as terrorist organization. So now, Canada calling these people terrorist organization for the first time. This is the first time I'm hearing this kind of thing that, for this is the first time a federal court in Canada will come out and say this kind of thing. They're not trying to insult them. It is reality. They are saying based on reality. They should stop deceiving you guys under democracy. So you can see. Somebody said something. He said, how extensive could your research be without incorporating the consistent atrocities committed by Fulani headsmen, allegedly aided by northern sponsors? Now, these northern sponsors, are they not members of PDP or APC? Are they not part of PDP and APC? Let me tell you, there was something Bauchi State Governor said. I don't know if he's the current one or be the past one. He said something. He said that Nigerian government, when you say Nigerian government, the ruling party should, like people in the ruling party, they could answer that name. Nigerian government official, they use Nigerian resources to accommodate bad guys. Now, will you doubt what this man said? This is a governor. All these attacks happening in Benue State, in Imo State, in Anambra State. Have you seen any effort by the governors to help, to help at least to stop the killings? Have you even seen them? Like, have you seen, okay, let's come to Kanu's case now. These people that are calling Kanu a terrorist, they don't even have proof, but still they'll come and be saying Kanu is a terrorist. Now let's go back to what this man said, saying that, that Fulani headsmen, okay, he said, how intensive could your research be without incorporating the consistent atrocities committed by Fulani headers? But now, Nigerian government is saying that these are not Fulani headers, that they are, headers men, allegedly aided by northern sponsors. These northern sponsors, are they not APC and PDP members? So you can see that what Canada is saying is true. I will always say that Canada cannot just come out and, give this kind of thing. Now, somebody said if Canada is lying, the Nigerian government should sue the Canadian court, Canadian government. Let me tell you that they will not even dare because they know that they are guilty. What do you want to come and sue? Canadian court said that they have evidences. You guys don't understand. They said they have evidences with individuals here in Nigeria. They also have evidences with Amnesty International. And this same Amnesty International, just like the video you watched, came out to say people that they said they have interviewed 100 people. Hey, Jesus. They said they have interviewed 100 people in the Southeast, saying that military men buy their sisters, their loved ones, their brother. What are you saying? How Nigeria cannot even dare do that? Because what do they want to go and do? They should not dare because Canada will win. What are they even saying? Canadian governments will win because they have, like I always say, Canada cannot just come out and give some. Do you know APC and PDP is the biggest political party in Nigeria? APC is the ruling one. And then all of a sudden, Canada will just come out and give something as controversial as this. If Nigerian government is the one that published this news, I might even doubt it because Nigeria, everything is lies. Yeah, you don't even know the one that is true. You don't know the one that is not true because politicians are fed up with lies. But if it's Canada, they cannot just come out and give such a report like that. So they cannot even dare give any, go. They cannot even try it. Hey, they are just this is already an international embarrassment. Shame to Nigerian government that because this Canada has seen what is happening in Nigeria. They have checked. Now they have just signed and confirmed that APC and PDP are the problems we have in this country. They are the problems. When it comes to economic strangulation, they are the problem. Terrorism, they are the problem. All these attacks, you're saying they are the problem. Even rigging in election, that we don't even have, our vote doesn't count to give us a good leader. They are the problem. Don't be surprised that in 2027 you see somebody voting for PDP and APC because he or she has collected a cup of rice. So you can see. Now somebody said the next thing, the person said the next thing Nigeria will do is what they always do and what they will forever do until they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because I feel that all these things will keep happening. Even if a good person goes there, they will influence the person. I don't know. That is what I think. Because even if a good person goes there, the person they will make the person, just for the person to bow to pressure. They will make the person bow to pressure, and then the person they'll start controlling the person. That is what I feel about this Nigerian government too, and their pattern. So this person said the next thing Nigeria will do is what they always do, is to pay off the Canadian media house to change the narrative. You can see what is happening. This is what that's you see now. This thing that, don't be surprised that this thing that Canada court came out to say, just give it a month. Nobody will hear about this thing again. Just know that something has happened at the back. Something has happened at the just know that something has happened. Do you think it's only Canadian courts? Even Amnesty Nigeria has come out to say so many things, sometimes, last month. What has been done? Amnesty International has been coming out to say that Kanu is a free man, is innocent. What has happened? So you see, they will go and pay them off. Exactly what this man is saying. They know how to do it. They know how to do it. Suffering people, this country, that's why I said the only thing that can help this country is division. Release Kanu. Let everybody be on their own. Let everybody be on their own. This Canadian court, they actually reviewed documented evidence from international reports, Amnesty International findings, Human Rights Watch reports, and testimonies from Nigerians themselves. Canada saw that both parties strive on bloodshed and corruption. That is what they said. Now, as the way I'm thinking, I think they will start restricting. If a member of APC or PDP, they will start restricting them, because there's this man that is, is a PDP member. His name is Douglas. This man, he sought asylum in Canada, in the court. He sought in the Canadian court. Do you know what they told him? They said, if you belong to PDP, you already belong to an organization that uses terror as a political tool. That is what they told this man. So you can see it could be a problem for PDP members and APC members, in Canada. In Canada. So you can see now the Nigerian government, they are now asking for, this Canadian court to withdraw the rulings designating APC and PDP. Tomorrow now you can come and hear that this Canadian court has actually given their final document that Nigeria, APC and PDP is not a terrorist organization. They have done something at the back. Just know that. They have settled them. PDP and APC are not political parties. This is what this Canadian court is telling us. The truth Nigerians must face is these two political parties, PDP and APC, they are not political parties. They are, they are looters and they are killers. Canada calling them terrorists is not actually insulting them, is reality. Over 2 decades, Nigeria have been terrorized by unknown forces. But these very politicians who swear oath of office, they just stay calm. How? 150 will buy, 200 will buy, 1 million will buy, nothing will be done. Every time, what they will do is to bring report of the people that died. That is what they will do. From economic sabotage to insecurity, to killing, to kidnapping, to hunger and unemployment. Now, do you know the Nigerian government has actually normalized this genocide the genocide happening in this country? 200 will buy, it will look like nothing happened. They will just be quiet. My people, Canada has said what we have always known. You guys know that. You guys already know this thing long time ago. APC and PDP are not democratic parties. They are terrorist cartel wearing agbada. The Nigerian government can protest all they want, but the world is beginning to see the truth. The blood of the innocent is crying from the ground. PDP and APC will one day face justice, if not in Nigeria, then in an international court. This is not interference, this is accountability. Canada cannot just publish anything without evidence. They know what they are doing and they know what they are saying. At this time, the mask has actually fallen. The mask has actually fallen. Now, somebody said, if anyone is thinking that this country is going to be better, the person is dreaming. You started dreaming long time ago. It's not like it's not, you didn't even start dreaming now. You started dreaming long time ago. And this is what Martin Kano has been preaching for us here since. He said the foundation of Nigeria is built with lies and corruption. That was what this man said. Many did not believe in him. Do you know, even till now, they still kept that man there? Not that he's a terrorist. If you say this man is a terrorist, allow his case to, allow his trial to go the way it's supposed to be, and then now decide if he's guilty or not guilty. But then adjournments will be will be so much. Will be so much. And then you can't even give a credible evidence. Just point out that this, give you an evidence, even if it's one. We're not even begging. We are not even begging for them to at least bring out one evidence that makes this man a terrorist, because he has been there for so long. No court in Nigeria and outside Nigeria has declared, not even Canada, not even Europe, have declared that this one is a terrorist. So why are you keeping him there? Release this man first. People are saying Nigerian government are just making things worse by keeping that man. Somebody said something. I think this person is actually making sense if you check. Now, this person said, unfortunately, Canada is fighting a lone battle because the rest of the West has never historically wanted a stable Africa because it does not promote their economic interest. This person is actually making sense. So you guys know that they don't even want Africa to be better. There was this time they came to say, there was this allegation we were hearing that Tinubu was their puppet or whatever. like that, the case died down. Do you even think the West actually wants? Long time ago, this has been, they never wanted, Africa to be better than them. So me, I feel this Canadian case, if it actually strive, that things have changed. If this case still, if they're still talking about this case, and they even go as far as placing visa ban or restricting members of PDP and APC, that things have changed. But don't be surprised by next month, this case will die down. Listen, they just said nobody will be talking about it again. That's it for you, because the West, historically, they never wanted, Africa to be stable. It doesn't even promote their economic interest. That's just it. This person is actually making sense. So now, thank you for joining me in this live section, guys. Thank you. From like I said, I will be dropping a link under the comment section. I will start bringing up people to come and share their own interests, concerning concerning what they think. You come and share your own thoughts under the comment section, or I'll bring you up, you come live, and come and tell people what you understand, or you'll share your own thoughts concerning what you were talking about. Very soon I will soon start that. So guys, don't miss any of my live session, please. I have a lot, guys, a lot to say, even the ones going on in the country and outside the country. So guys, stay tuned. Our leader, Mazen Amdekano, will be in court October 10th. Don't miss that day, because we want to know what will happen. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.